Hey curl friends, it's Jazz and I'm back with another quick video for you. Today I'm going to be doing this beautiful braid out. This is for anyone who wants to get a lot more stretch on day one hair, anyone who hasn't mastered the wash and go. Very simple style. I only did 8 braids and I was left with this nice fluffy style. So this is going to be great for the summer because it's so easy and it's quick on time. So for today's styling lineup, I'm going to be using Uncle Funky's Daughter. I'm going to be using 2 of my faves, going to be Supercurl and Curly Magic. So let's get into it. As always, I'm starting with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. And if you notice, my hair is still dripping wet. I am not going to towel dry my hair at all. I kind of like to leave my hair dripping wet because by the time I towel dry and get to the front, my hair is completely dry. So what I'll do is I'll twist my hair up to retain that water so that my hair doesn't completely start to dry. First up for styling, I'll be using the Supercurl Miracle Moisture Cream, and they are not playing when they mean Miracle Moisture. This is going to give you that long-lasting moisture that you won't need to reapply in between washing. So for me, I use this up every time. It smells like heaven. You can use it alone. It's perfect for braid outs and twist outs, and even for wash and goes if you only want to use one styler. But no matter what I use, I always love to throw a little Curly Magic, just the icing on the cake for any of my styles. So I'll be using this on each braid. I will not be doing this throughout my entire head. This just adds that extra shine boost on any of my styles, but like I said, you can definitely use Supercurl by itself. So I'm only going to be doing 8 braids. I wanted to really get that stretch, so I want to use larger sections that are going to leave me with a longer stretch versus smaller braids. And I feel like smaller braids still have a lot more shrinkage than larger sections. So I'm only using 8 braids. I kind of want to try and make sure I'm pulling it tight at the roots so that I don't have puffy roots. So that is also a tip when you are braiding or twisting, especially when you're using 3 pieces. It's a lot easier to get that pull at the root so that your roots are nice and smooth. And because I'm only using 8 braids, this is a great opportunity to take your time and get a nice neat braid so that your style is really nice and super defined and it's just not a bunch of curls thrown together in a braid. So if you have to stop in the middle of the braid and smooth that out with your styling brush, please make sure you do so because you're only doing 8 braids. So take your time, make sure your roots are nice and pulled tight, and get that nice neat braid so that you will get great results every time. So at the end of each braid, I just did a finger coil. But if you're currently transitioning, I know when I was transitioning and my ends did not curl, which was for a while, I would use a small perm rod on the end of the braid, which is going to nicely mimic a nice wash and go kind of finish towards the end. So a lot of times when I do a braid out like this, it kind of mimics a wash and go because I have that tight natural curl at the end of the rod, so or at the end of my curls. If you have a perm rod, feel free to add them at the end of each braid, or if you just do a simple finger coil, you have that nice curl at the end. I did completely air dry overnight. These did not have a problem drying, even though I did do large sections. So if this is something that you know you may have a difficult time air drying, I would recommend sitting under the dryer for 30 minutes and then air drying overnight. However you decide to dry, just the #1 rule, please make sure your hair is 100% dry before you take these down because you will not be happy. But as you can see, this definition is just bomb. So that's why it's so important to make sure you take your time. Make sure your pieces are smooth. Just stop in the middle and, smooth out the rest of the braid, because if you rush through it and you're just wrapping a bunch of curls around each other, you're not going to get these results. So take your time, make sure it's neat, and you'll get this every time. And I'm just always so happy with using these products because my hair is nice and soft. I have that great definition, especially with the Miracle Moisture Cream, that almond oil, shea butter, the vitamin A that's in here. You're doing your hair some justice. So if it's something where you need to give your hair a break because you've had heat damage or color damage, these are going to be products that are going to give you great ingredients that's going to do your hair some justice and allow you to leave it alone. As you can see, I was able to keep a lot of that stretch length that I achieved with these braids. So it's a nice soft finish. and it's just nice light style that's gonna just be easy to maintain. Just throw this up in a pineapple and you're good to go. So light separation is what I did for this one, so it's totally up to you. You can make this your style, you can make it bigger than this. So comment down below and let me know if you like this technique. What's your favorite Uncle Funky's product that you just can't go without? And if you're shopping online today, you can save 15% off with Jas'ColoredCurls. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.